quickly smiled and ran away. 3 days without a beating, and the roof tiles will fall off. Every time I visited the Ning family as a child. The elders are chatting together. Feng Mo quickly became close with Ning Shiyu. They are indeed the same age. If we really think about it, childhood playmate, it is indeed Ning Shiyu, instead of Ning Yulan. But at this moment, hearing Ning Shiyu belittle herself like this, Feng Mo was so angry he couldn't contain himself. Younger brother, bring me the scissors. At that moment, the tranquil moon orchid in the backyard pushed open a door towards the pouting Feng Mo in the living room, waved his hand. What's wrong with you? Who made you angry? Your face looks so bad." "It's nothing." Feng Mo pressed his lips together. "I remember Ning Shiyu's words again. Yu Lan Jai likes you." Impossible. His mood suddenly turned very bad. But still, Wai Guai picked up the scissors, walking towards the backyard. The Ning family's villa has plenty of natural light. Flowers in the backyard, able to perfectly embrace the sunlight and the evening rain. So they all look very healthy. Fang Mo entered the backyard. Suddenly felt a bit sentimental. "It seems like it's been 5 or 6 years since I last came here." Fang Mo's thoughts were suddenly pulled back to the past. After a certain event, Fang Mo never dared to enter here alone again. "What are you thinking about?" Ning Yuelan looked at the little one. Fang Mo scratched the back of his head confidently, pointed in a direction. "Sister Yuelan, do you remember this swing?" In the center of the two wisteria trees in the backyard, hanging on a swing. In theory, Ning Yuelan and Ning Shiyu at this age, they probably won't like swinging anymore. Moreover, as the two wisteria trees grew taller and taller, this position is directly facing the sun. Dazzling. Right. It should be a long time. No one has used this swing for a long time. However, the swing is well maintained and very clean, although it looks like the old has accumulated sometimes sediment, but utterly spotless. Classical Chinese. Ning Yuelan's bright eyes. A smile flickered across. "Do you still remember that incident?" "I remember it was when you were around 15 or 16. Fang Mo nodded with a blush. At that time, everyone had gone out to have fun. Ning Shiyu also went shopping with a few of her girlfriends. I came with Grandpa. The Ning family is somewhat bored, just sitting there swinging. I accidentally dozed off while swaying. The nanny thought there was no one in the backyard. Just locked the door from the inside. Parents, I searched for an entire afternoon and still couldn't find you. I was especially scared at that time, as the sky grew darker. I can't stop overthinking. But Sister Yulan found me." Fang Mo sighed with some relief. "It was summer. The yard is full of mosquitoes. I didn't feel it during my nap." When Fang Mo woke up, he realized. "Bites all over my body. It hurts and itches." As night falls, slowly cooling down, loneliness, fear, suddenly swept over the boy's heart. To put it simply, at that time, Fang Mo. But he is just a 14 or 15-year-old child. "Sister Yulan, how did you know I was here?" "How to know?" Ning Yulan's red lips curled into a smile. "Because every time you come to my house, I've been keeping an eye on your movements." But Ning Yulan didn't tell the truth. "Tianjing Yizao. I was originally studying upstairs. Uncle and aunt are frantic. I heard they can't find you. I was also startled. Ran several laps following along. Finally, I thought that I haven't checked the little garden in the backyard yet. Maybe you're hiding here. It's like a blind cat came across a dead rat, ha." The phrase translates to classical Chinese in English. Fang Mo trembled. I always feel like something is not quite right. A blind cat stumbles upon a dead rat. He never doubted it. Am I being trafficked by someone? Arrived at the garden immediately. He remembers. Things are not like that. At that time, the door was pushed open. Fang Mo still thought it was. The master has come. Who knows the fiercely angry Ning Yulan? Just keep a straight face. Without further ado, let's begin. Gave myself a few slaps on the butt. Moreover, at that time, Sister Yulan. It seems like I cried too. As for what she said, Fang Mo was overly shocked. Some things are a bit unclear. I only remember one sentence. Are you trying to scare me to death? Behind Ning Yulan at that time. It seems like I didn't follow my parents after all. That being said, actually my sister is still my lifesaver. Fang Mo recalled the past. I couldn't help but chuckle softly. Upon hearing this, Ning Yulan rolled her eyes. Good thing you're so carefree. When Fang Mo went missing, Ning Yulan's heart raced with fear, recalling how the little one arrived in the afternoon, disdained by Ning Shiyu. Don't let her be alone with a boy, shopping with the girls. After being thrown out at home, Fang Mo boldly wandered into the backyard. 22-year-old Ning Yulan quickly grabbed the floral water, just walked towards the garden. Sure enough, met in the garden the aggrieved little Fang Mo, the little one at that time. Maybe it really scared them. Ning Yulan was applying floral water to her. Fang Mo trembled nervously. They are somewhat delirious. Ning Yulan remembered this matter, let out a displeased grunt. Who spends the summer in the yard, slept straight through the entire afternoon. You are giving this to the mosquitoes in the yard. Charity has arrived. Hey, I still remember what my sister said at that time. Please give me the floral water. Fang Mo chuckled dryly. At that moment, Ning Yulan suddenly stopped, the action of watering the flowers in hand. That being said, it seems that your sister really saved your life. That's right. Fang Mo didn't react in time. Next moment, Ning Yulan suddenly stood up, staring blankly at the young man, a pair of alluring peach blossom eyes, twinkling with amusement. Shouldn't you repay your sister? Repaying Sister Yulan. I am a poor kid with nothing to my name. Is there anything that Sister Yulan desires? Sister, I have cooperated with you to solve Grandpa Ning's marriage pressure. Isn't this already a way to repay you? Ning Yulan's smile became increasingly playful. Fang Mo always felt that this female elf, the gaze directed at oneself held ill intentions, stepped back in a hurry. Sister is not so easy to handle. After saying this, Ning Yulan suddenly stopped by the young man. Physical intimacy. Suddenly, Fang Mo felt a surge of excitement. Just feel. Something in the DNA stirred. She unconsciously rolled her throat a bit. What do you want to do? Ning Yulan's cheek slowly leaned in. High and straight nose tip. It could even poke Fang Mo's chin. She was only half a head shorter than the young man. Didn't the ancients say so? If you encounter a handsome benefactor, just say there is nothing to repay. Only can I offer my body in exchange. If you encounter someone unattractive, it's like working like a cow or a horse. Ning Yulan spoke softly, her lips like blue musk, struck on Fang Mo's face. It made the man feel a tickling sensation. The next moment, the woman squinted her eyes. Sister wants you to dedicate yourself to her. Are you willing? HMPH, sister. Didn't you say 2 days ago that you weren't ready? Fang Mo tucked his head in. It's not that I don't want to share my thoughts with women. It's just this posture. It made her feel a bit uncomfortable. At least he's a normal man. All the expected reactions are there. Ning Yulan brightened up a little. A small fellow with delicate features. The sun is just right. Fell beside that face. Fang Mo isn't exactly handsome, but enough to make most girls. The long eyelashes that everyone envies fluttered. The eyes sparkled with an innocent look. Just right to strike a chord in Ning Yulan's heart. Ning Yulan curled her red lips. Then let's wait for now. Wait until my sister is ready. I just ate you, little guy. But let's make it clear beforehand. My sister has a strong sense of possessiveness. Your whole life. It can only belong to me, my sister. If you are indecisive, dare to let me down. Determined. Just then, Fang Mo's phone suddenly rang. Fang Mo guessed. It's probably that kid Lai Heowen. Sent myself a message again. A flash of panic suddenly crossed her brows. Lai Heowen usually hangs out with his brothers. When chatting alone, speaking without restraint, who knows this kid? What strange things will be said? But this hint of panic fell into Ning Yulan's eyes. But it has changed flavor. The bracelet slid down. Sister, don't. This place is not good. Ning Yulan's face turned red. Pay. She took a crisp bite. Who wants to do that kind of thing with you here? I want your phone. Mobile phone? Not okay. Fang Mo was taken aback. However, Ning Yulan acted a little faster. He had already reached into the man's pocket. Seeing Fang Mo wanting to resist, she let out a soft hum, a gentle lift. Black silk stockings and legs. Aewu. The knee didn't exert much effort. But after all, it hit a critical area. Directly trigger critical hit effects. Fang Mo let out a tragic cry. Become the heir of the Wudan sect. Missed opportunity. The phone has already arrived in Ning Yulan's hands. That night at midnight, let Fang Mo change the note for himself. Ning Yulan discovered Fang Mo's phone password, so just easily unlocked the screen. But Ning Yulan directly saw it. Fang Mo's chat history with Lai Heowen. Lai Heowen, they say a woman at 30 is like a wolf. I would like to ask, our classmate Fang Mo, how is your back now? Fang Mo, Lai Heowen conquers the aloof goddess Ren Zhangde Ali. Share your feelings with me when you have time. Below, Fang Mo did not reply. It seems I don't know how to pick up the joke. Ning Yulan let out a hum. It turns out the little one was worried about this chat record. I saw it myself. The next moment, he smiled and looked at Fang Mo. Sister Yulan, listen to my explanation. What does it mean? Explain when you plan to eat, sister. Ning Yulan smiled charmingly. She directly threw the phone to Fang Mo. Don't worry. When that day truly arrives, elder sister must have eaten you first. All right. Fang Mo's face turned red. At that moment, he just noticed. A new message appeared on the phone. Still in the dialog box with Lai Heowen. Lai Heowen, conquering the cool and distant queen. Ranjanda Lai, when you have time, share your feelings with me. Fang Mo, Coca-Cola. What do you think? This is the reply Ning Yulan sent to Lai Heowen. Coca-Cola means tasty fun. The next moment, Fang Mo murmured this sentence. Coca-Cola. The young man stared at the slender figure of Ning Yulan as she walked away, almost lost control. Proposal visit. It can be counted among the warm laughter of old Master Ning and Vice Minister Fang. Finally settled. Both families' children have received them. Moreover, we know each other very well. The elders had no objections. In Fan's words, Ning Yulan must be blind. Just caught sight of Fang Mo. Fang Mo's past life definitely saved the galaxy. Otherwise, What virtue or capability would allow one to win Ning Yuelan's favor? Their family is simply, he got a heavenly daughter-in-law for nothing. If this condition is not agreed to, some people just don't know what's good for them. In the afternoon, Fang Mo accompanied his parents for a shopping trip. Ning Yuelan left the company due to some matters. Fang Mo could clearly feel that. Ning Yuelan has been feeling a bit down these past few days. There must be important matters at the company. Not only did I come back very late yesterday, and this afternoon when I left, the woman also received a phone call. His expression suddenly changed. Apologized to the elders. Hastily he left, since we are already married, regarding the job search. When it was time to part ways with the elders in the evening, Fang Fu nagged Fang Mo with a few sentences in classical Chinese. Fang Mo forced a smile and nodded. He has never been able to cling to a wealthy woman's thigh. The idea of living off someone else's support after you two get married. A friend of mine, just in time to come to Jiangcheng. His family is in the banking business. When the time comes, you can go to their company and gain some experience. In the eyes of traditional-minded parents, iron rice bowl profession, there are only three types: civil servant, then teacher. Add one more doctor to the mix. Feng Mo originally wanted to refuse outright, but facing my father's imposing gaze, a scolding that covers the face, sent off the parents. Fang Mo returns to Ning Yuelan's residence. Ran all day. Fang Mo was also a bit tired. Lying in bed, staring blankly at the ceiling. Calculate the time. Until today, I can't believe I've been married to Sister Yulan for 4 days now. It really does feel a bit dreamlike. As soon as I close my eyes, in my mind, it's just a glimpse and a smile of Ning Yulan. I really. Have you fallen for your sister? About half an hour later, Ning Yulan has returned, still reeking of alcohol. Younger brother, are you eating? Elder sister brought you a dream pot wrap. Shouted twice. No one responded. Ning Yulan carefully pushed open the study door. Fang Mo had fallen into a deep sleep. However, there were a few pieces of torn paper on the bed. Ning Yulan confusedly gathered the scraps of paper, just barely able to piece together Fang Mo's handwriting. Does Lan Jai really like me? Like, dislike, like, don't like it. Ning Yulan, Pachai. A smile breaks across the face. Because I drank a bit of alcohol, causing flushed cheeks. Once again, it turned a bit more rosy, with a face that never changes. It is Yu Bai and Daishin Huang. Whispering softly after saying this, Ning Yuelan carefully tucked the blanket around Fang Mo. Only then did they exit the room. One day, Fang Mo was awakened by his phone. Yesterday, I first made a trip to the Ning family old residence. Once again, I'm accompanying my parents shopping. Fang Mo was indeed quite exhausted, so deep in sleep. It's the kind that even an actual earthquake can't wake you from. The young lady made breakfast in the morning. He didn't wake the young man up either. So, Feng Mo slept until the sun was shining on his backside. Dozens of unread messages on my phone. It's all from Lai Heowen alone. Fang Mo paused for a moment. Then he suddenly smacked the back of his head. I remember the promise. Today, I am going to accompany Lai Heowen to the cemetery. Damn it. Yesterday, the phone was on silent. Fang Mo hurriedly dashed to the bathroom to brush his teeth and wash up. Also called Lai Heowen. Hello, where are you? Lai Heowen's voice was filled with deep resentment. It seems to have leveled up. Fang Mo frantically apologized. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Heowen. I didn't mean to stand you up. I was just too tired yesterday. My sleeping habits. The phone is on silent. I didn't see the message you sent. Where are you? I'm coming to find you. Heroine let out a low groan. Forget it. I forgive you, kid. After all, there is always such a soft, fragrant beauty like you. Heroine, not many men can hold their ground. You will experience physical exhaustion. Overly tired. It's quite normal. But be careful to keep it moderate. Moderation, your sister. Hearing teasing remarks. Fang Mo felt no guilt at all. This kid has something other than blood flowing in his veins. It's a sperm bug, right? Otherwise, how can his thoughts be so dirty and vile? I am at the company. Wait a moment. We need to hold an impromptu meeting. Just wait for me in the office. Okay, I'm taking a taxi over this time. Fang Mo dressed neatly. I casually grabbed 2 cold buns from the dining table. I can't be bothered to warm it up. He walked out with it in his mouth. The Lai Group has a great geographical location. After all, it is the Shijia enterprise from the early years of Jiang Chang. The glory has fallen. We must start from the generation of Lai Heowen's father. Listen to Lai Heowen describe it himself. It's because my father didn't manage it. It can lead to many projects becoming problematic. Lai Group has lost a lot of money. Lai family elder. No one can take over this stable situation. It's a pity. Starting a business is easy, but maintaining it is hard. Lai clan. Gradually, it fell into decline. Arrived at the bottom of the company building. Fang Mo reported his name to the security guard. Don't think about it. Lai Heowen must have informed the security in advance. So, nothing much happened. The other party let them go. Is it Fang Xiao? Hello. I am Manager Lai's secretary. Please follow me. A young girl dressed in professional attire. At the front desk, I received Fang Mo. Led the youth into Lai Heowen's office to wait. Fang Mo finally had the time. I took a look at my good friend's office decoration. Old Italian imported chair. Sunbird. It's starting to smell musty. Fang Mo couldn't help but shake his head. From these details, you can see it. Heowen's current situation is not optimistic either. About 10 minutes or so. A friend in a suit just entered the office. Janet, a group of old foxes. Does everyone really think Ning is a fool? Caught in a big courtyard, digging deep pits. Seeing Fang Mo sitting on the sofa, Lai Heowen rubbed his brow. Coming. What happened? Is it related to Sister Yulan? Fang Mo looked at Lai Heowen with confusion, hearing the words President Ning from his mouth. It must be Ning Yulan. Yeah, since the last time we met, Sister Yulan from your family. We have established a partnership with the Lai family, although I only lost a few. The small project that the Ning family does not want. But it can also allow the Lai family to earn a fortune. A bite won't make a big, fat person. These profits. In fact, the Lai family's revenue for the past year was even higher. I am already very content. Speaking of this, Lai Heowen stomped his foot in anger. However, there are a few old foxes in the company. One by one, they gaze at the renowned Ning family, willing to collaborate with us. Thought I had latched onto a big opportunity, wasting Ning's resources to the fullest. Isn't our company focused on design? Given by Ningzong. It's about a design-related project. The initial quote for the model room started at 30 million. These old bastards. In one breath, it soared to 50 million. Janet, the Ning family is prosperous and influential. It's not like they're being taken for a ride. Goodness gracious. Fang Mo is fierce. gasped in surprise. The quote has increased by 20 million in one go, raising the price without hesitation. So how do you plan to handle it? Fang Mo furrowed his brows in confusion. How else can it be handled? Only President Ning can make this trip personally. Help me wipe my butt. Lai Heowen shrugged. Fang Mo gave Lai Heowen a powerful punch. Why do you talk so annoyingly? What do you mean by Sister Yuilan is wiping your backside? Lai Heowen winced in pain, rubbing my shoulders. No way. Ah, sir. You eat this vinegar too, even if I covet. Your family's Ning's on. They have to see my worth too. Moreover, Mr. Ning is on his honeymoon with you, as if married. Brother, I still have self-awareness. Fang Mo. She let out a cold snort. You know how to behave, but as a token of appreciation, you should at least make me a cup of tea to show your respect. I want to drink Westlake Longjing tea. Both knew what was in each other's hearts. Ning Yulan, why are you willing to collaborate with the Lai family? Isn't it just giving my dear husband Fang Mo some face? If not for this, the wealthy Ning family, there are as many potential partners as there are stars in the sky. The Lai group won't even get a turn before the sun sets in the west. Young Master Fang is getting more and more arrogant. But who asked you? Is it my client's husband? Okay. Fang Xiao wants me to sleep with him today. I, Lai, agree unconditionally. Lai Heowen smiled at Zixi. Good brothers joke around. Don't worry too much. Brew the tea. The two chatted for a while again. At that moment, suddenly, a sound came from outside the door. A burst of noise. Lai Heowen still hasn't asked the secretary. Suddenly, the main door was pushed open. A woman weighing around 200 pounds walked in. How is Lai Xiao considering it? I, Han Yuer, am truly sincere to you. Back when your brother Lai Wenhen was still alive, I asked him if he wanted to marry into the Han family. It's a pity your brother doesn't know what's good for him. The plump woman walked in and curled her lips. The gaze fell directly on Lai Heowen, an imposing yet deserted demeanor. Don't worry. Few companies in Giant Cheng are willing to cooperate with the Lai group. We Han family is basically the only one. And this is still because of your handsome looks, Lai Xiao, in a charming conversation. Speak. The fat woman rolled her eyes. Lai Xiao, as long as you marry me, I promise to help you get through the tough times. Of course, I can also say harsh words here. If you, Lai Heowen, reject me, Giant Cheng absolutely does not have any enterprise. Dare to give you a project. Who dares? I will kill whoever it is. The fat woman speaks. The words carried an overwhelming power. Fang Mo suddenly understood a truth. Ning Yuelan, the kind of beautiful woman, is angry, called charming and alluring, embarrassed and furious. She is stunning yet carries a hint of aloofness. The chubby woman in front of me is putting on airs. It's just the attitude of a nouveau riche. However, it inevitably evokes a sense of disgust. Why can't I seem to like anyone? It turns out I hated. Not a woman pregnant. But it's the ugly girl causing trouble. Fang Mo noticed Lai Heowen's awkward expression, also biting their lip, wanting to laugh, but not daring to. It seemed as if the eyes were speaking. You can't handle this, huh? Lai Heowen shot a glance. Fang Mo, who delights in others' misfortunes. A dry cough. Sorry. Sister Han, the Lai family has found a partner. The other party is willing to establish a long-term cooperation with us. Cooperation with your company. Forget it then. Butters, although he Lai Heowen, not exactly a top-notch handsome guy, but he can still be considered a handsome guy, lost among ordinary people. barely managing to get by with a comment of being young and wealthy. Why should you put yourself through such distress? Upon hearing this, Han Yuer immediately exploded with anger. What? Looking for death. In Jiang Cheng, I, Han Yuer, have long made my intentions clear. Lai Heowen, you are mine. Who dares to offend me? Fang Mo was originally smiling, but hearing this familiar line, his expression suddenly changed. This elder sister, emotional matters, talking about your love for me. It's not to say you. I like Lai Heowen. He must be with you, right? A forced melon won't be sweet. After all, we're adults. This principle, don't you know? Clearly, Han Yuer's words evoked Fang Mo, memories of the morning 2 days ago, the story of Chen Kaikshuan. Although Ning Yulan explained clearly, but Fang Mo still felt uncomfortable in his heart. Which man would wish for other men? Thinking of his wife, what do you think you are? Dare to jump out and point fingers. Han Yuer was already in a rage. Just transfer it directly. I understand. Lai Heowen is indeed using the strategy of feigned indifference to lure someone in, isn't he? The Lai family is on the brink of bankruptcy. How could anyone be willing? Cooperate with you, even investing in it. Don't be arrogant just because you're favored. For the sake of my fondness for you, giving face is not the same as being shameless. I'm putting my words out here today. You won't marry me this week. Lai's family should just wait for bankruptcy. Look at our Han family. Do you have that ability? Upon hearing this, Lai Heowen frowned. This is already considered dangerous for next week. Next moment, Han Yuer said coldly again, whether or not someone really invests in you. If anyone dares to ruin my Han Yuer's good fortune, I am definitely the first. Let her be ruined and disgraceful. Unfortunate, just wait and see. Is that so? At that moment, suddenly the office door opened, was also pushed away by someone. A slender, graceful figure slowly walked in. For the sake of my husband, we, the Ning family, have established a foundational partnership with the Lai family. I wonder what Miss Hen has to say. Plan to let our Ning family. How to go bankrupt. Hearing this, Ningxi felt. Han Yuer's expression changed. Bulky body quickly turned to look at Xiaojian. Ning Yulan in a white suit slowly walked in. The woman's face does not easily change. Radiantly beautiful, delicate and beautiful face. No need for any embellishments. It is enough to make all men go crazy. It's just the aura. It exceeded Han Yuer by an unknown number of times. Moreover, he never dreamed that, on the territory of the Lai group, encountered the famous Ning Yulan. President Han, long time no see. Although we haven't seen each other for a long time. I saw your father just a couple of days ago. Recently, the stock market has plunged. Your group must have suffered significant losses as well. Ning Yulan pulled out a chair, sitting down on their own, casually raised, eye-catching black silk stockings. Han Zong is still in the mood. What's with the family marriage alliance? Huang Mo heard this. That's when I remembered. When I left in the morning, I took a glance at the news. Due to the poor domestic environment, more than 50% of the stocks are plummeting. No wonder Sister Yu Lan has been working overtime every day lately. As soon as Ning Yulan appeared, the tone just feels off. Han Yuer is not a fool either. Opened his mouth, asked with a face full of disbelief, is it possible that the companies investing in the Lai family are collaborating? Is it your Ning family? Not bad. It is the Ning family. Ning Yulan picked up the teacup that Fang Mo had used, took a sip without any hesitation. A red lip print left on the cup, Fang Mo noticed this detail. Suddenly, her face turned red. Does this count as kissing oneself indirectly, Sister Yuelan? Unlike Fang Mo's carefree spirit, Han Yue was unwilling to let the duck that was ready to be served fly away. He gritted his teeth and said, "Why, Ning family and Lai family, it's not even on the same level. Why does Ning want to help the Lai family? Could it be that Ning has feelings for Lai Heowen too? The prestigious Ning family. Why compete with us Han for a man? Stealing a man. This sees you. Are you going crazy thinking about men?" Ning Yulan raised her chin nonchalantly. "I'm sorry. If you really want to steal a man, Jiancheng is temporarily deserted. I have the strength to battle with Ning Yulan. Moreover, Lai Shao is not my type. I find it very difficult. For the sake of your husband." Ning Yulan and Fang Mo's backsides are in sight. They are almost sticking together. Sitting on the sofa, Han Yue finally reacted. "She is your husband. This little pretty boy, the first lady president of the prestigious Jiancheng family, the dream lover of 20 million men, unexpectedly got married. This is the only point." Han Yue was already very shocked. What shocked her even more was, "I didn't expect that." The other party turned out to be just an ordinary-looking male college student. As soon as the words "little white face" were spoken, Ning Yulan's expression darkened instantly. "Go ahead and curse again. Today there's no need to step out of the Lai family gate." Hearing this, "That President Han is also." Ning Yulan provoked anger. "The Han family in Jiangcheng, although it can't compare to the Ning family, but it's not a small household either. Han Yue is not as extreme as Lai Shi." Fearing the renowned Ning Yulan, "Ning Yulan, given your status in the business world, I'll give you some face. All the wealthy families in Jiancheng truly believe everyone has to bow down to the Ning family, right?" Han Yue let out a cold laugh. "Even if the stocks of the Han family are falling, don't you Ning family ever lose money? At this time, dare to venture capital in the Lai family." Ning Yulan. As the two women were about to confront each other, Fang suddenly stood up. "I advise you, it's best not to try. If Mr. Han doesn't wish, you were quite aggressive just now. Threats against Lai Shao, sent online. I suggest you get lost immediately, disappearing before us." Having said that, Fang raised his phone. "The words you said after you came in. I'd have recorded the entire process. You said it too. The Han family is a prestigious and well-respected clan. If it is due to coercion and temptation, admiring a man's beauty, making Mr. Han conduct himself and handle affairs so lacking in limits, I want to post it online after all. It will also be given to the Han family. It has brought quite a bit of public controversy. The recording is done." Han Yu's expression changed. "They are the offspring of the wealthy elite. They are all considered respectable people, spending money recklessly. Loss of money, losing money is a trivial matter, but it lost the family's face. But it is truly a significant matter. After all, being out in the world, the representative is the family image. Very good. Kid, you have a kind of courage. Isn't it just a hug? Is Ning Yulan a loser with a thick thigh? Wait, I will give you a taste of your own medicine sooner or later. And you, Lai Heowen, toasting politely leads to a penalty drink. Don't think that the Ning family, with their great wealth and status, there is no weakness. When the economic environment is not good, these colossal creatures, it's even easier to die." After saying this, Han Yue is determined, gave a glare at the three people in the room. "It seems like they want to ruin themselves. the face of good fortune. Always remember, looking at the woman, a bulky and overweight figure, the final vanishing corridor. Lai Heowen quickly said to Ning Yuelan, "President Ning, I'm sorry. I've caused you trouble." Ning Yuelan shrugged noncommittally. "What trouble is this? These years? What great storms have you faced under the Ning family? I haven't seen it. Even the head of the Han family. Today I am here. If you dare to bully my man, I, Ning Yuelan, go up and down. It's just 2 slaps. Moreover, she is just a Han Yuer. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that." Lai Heowen looked at Feng Mo with envy. "You really don't know how lucky you are. How many men are there in Jiangcheng?" In order to win a smile from Bo Ning Yulan Hongyan, spent all the family fortune. I didn't expect Feng Mo to have done nothing at all. But that's just how it is. Captured a woman's unwavering heart. Ning Yuelan gently linked her arm with Feng Mo's. However, unexpectedly. "Our little husband. Seems quite clever, doesn't it? You actually know. Please record the message for Han Yuer." Actually, Feng Mo received a compliment. Suddenly, a guilty flush appeared on their face. "Actually, I never. There is no recording. I just wanted to scare that woman a little. I was thinking about the children of prestigious families. Most people care about their reputation. Unexpectedly, a blind cat stumbled upon a dead rat. This just happened to hit her weakness." Upon hearing this, Lai Heowen and Ning Yuelan were both taken aback. Lai Heowen couldn't help but sigh. "You really have some guts, don't you? If that old lady doesn't buy your act. Anyone wanting to verify the authenticity of the recording, your trick has been exposed in an instant. President Ning, today marks the 1-year anniversary of my brother's passing. I want to ask for a day off for Feng Mo. Let him accompany me. Can you go to sweep my brother's grave for me?" Upon hearing this, Ning Yuelan's beautiful eyes fell on Feng Mo. A smile that seems like a smile but isn't quite. "I'm not her boss. Feng Mo is not just an accessory on me. Why do you want to ask me for leave? It feels like they are borrowing something from me. If she agrees, you all go together." Lai Heowen quickly smiled in gratitude. "Thank you, General Ning." Ning Yuelan waved her hand. Dan said, "Your company's afternoon meeting. Let me attend as Party A, after Lai Heowen's passing. Lai Heowen has taken charge of the Lai group. There weren't many people to support him above or below. At the company, he is the boss." As if being suspended in midair. There is no voice at all. This time, with the cooperation of the Ning family, it can also help regain some face. More importantly, Ning Yuelan attends the regular meeting. It's equivalent to giving the arrogant upper management, convey a signal. Lai Heowen's back, with the backing of the top businesswoman president. Great! President Ning's great kindness and grace. The younger brother's shame is hard to forget. Lai Heowen's eyes sparkled like little stars. Looking at Ning Yuelan, full of admiration. When leaving, Ning Yuelan organized things for Feng Mo. Pull up the collar. I don't know if it was intentional. It's still a coincidence. Ning Yuelan's breath, the steam that rises, just hit the man's chin. It made Feng Mo feel a tickle. The ears are flushed red, body tense, at a loss for what to do. Silly, so adorable. Ning Yuelan's heart is about to melt. Beside him, Lai Heowen was consuming dog food the whole time. If it weren't for President Ning, just did myself a big favor. He will definitely meet Zai Zai. Jump out and shout, "Kill me, don't use a dog food knife," until the two of them went out. Ning Yuelan had a face full of gentle smile. staring at Fang Mo's silhouette. Has the anniversary of Lai Heowen's passing arrived? How strange. I remember. Today is the Wu family's generation. They few. It seems like they also said, I was going to visit the graves. Lai family. Lai family's eldest son, Ning Yulan, suddenly brought everyone along. Isn't Lai Heowen's brother? It is the Wu family generation. The Lai Wenhan I've liked for 7 years. Left the Lai group. Fang Mo sat down. Lai Heowen's old model. On the Rolls-Royce. This car. It was bought during the most glorious time of the Lai family. Now the Lai family. This is the only car. Only then can it be proven. Wants a moment of brilliance. Other things that can be quickly monetized. All happened after brother Lai Wenhan passed away. By those vampire shareholders, all muscles cramp and peel. It has been completely divided. There's a good buddy who got close to a wealthy woman. What does it feel like? I am now. I have deeply experienced this in the car. Lai Heowen gripped the steering wheel. Smiling brightly, they said to Fang Mo, classical Chinese. Fang Mo coughed. Haven't I explained it all to you? I got the marriage certificate with Yulan Jai. It was completely an accident. Later, it's just to fool around. Your old man is serious about the act. I spit. Lai Heowen rolled his eyes. Are you addicted to lying to yourself? You, young man, ask yourself. Look at this excuse. Do you believe it yourself? What is there to not believe? Fang Mo whispered in his heart, muttered a phrase, as if it knows. Fang Mo's thoughts. Lai Heowen added another sentence. Why don't you imagine it for yourself? One day you will always. If you are with another man, seeing him wrap his arm around someone else's waist, watching him kiss someone else's lips, what would you feel? Still have the nerve to call it an accident. This word, you don't even believe it yourself, do you? I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Fang Mo's old face flushed red. He is now willing to admit it. These days, cultivating feelings. Indeed, incredibly fast. It seems like I am. I really like Sister Yulan. Lai Heowen is not wrong. The day before yesterday at your mall, when I ran into Chen Kaikshuan, from that living mouth, hearing Sister Yulan, the moment of marrying someone else. Fang Mo's heart. It felt as if everything had paused for half a beat. It seems there is something. The feeling of missing out. What is that? How about I give it to your brother? Buy a bouquet of flowers. There are too few styles of wreaths in the cemetery, and they are all just for show. Insufficient sincerity. As they approached the cemetery, along the road, come on. I have things in my car. Everything is ready. Just sit there honestly. Speaking of which, you should care a bit more. Your family's Ning Zong. The Ning family's stock has been performing well these past few days. Not very optimistic. After all, it is the biggest wealthy family in Jiangsheng. The Ning family has invested in almost every industry. In this situation, similar to an economic crisis, 90% of the stocks in a situation of plummeting prices. Mr. Ning's financial pressure, it will also be quite large. Sorry, but I can't assist with that. Fang Mo was momentarily stunned. He has never heard from Sister Yulan. Hearing such words, is Sister Yulan under a lot of financial pressure? Ning family's assets reach billions. Social relationships, even more complex to the point of being outrageous. Lai Heowen said he is under a lot of pressure. I want to see Ning Yulan. The burden on my shoulders these past few days has indeed been heavy. Just like that. He actually still has the mind to tease me. Fang Mo touched the tip of his nose. But it also reminds me of the woman's time to return home these past 2 days. It's indeed quite late now. Put it normally, Han Yuer didn't dare to get drunk in front of swooning. But you know today. Why did this woman leave? Are you still flaunting your power like this? Lai Heowen clicked his tongue. Because their relationship with the bank is very strong. If the Ning family's funds were to break off, I need a large sum for turnover. The best way, it's just about borrowing money from the bank. Han Yuer knew. Recently, Ning's predicament. That's why I dared to confront President Ning. Fang Mo immediately frowned. That being said, today I offended Han Yuer. Maybe later. It will also affect Ning Yuelan's business. I heard about General Ning. I've been trying to make connections. Master he of the central bank. Unfortunately, old master he. I don't know the reason. Not at all polite. Lai Heowen sighed. It's lonely at the top. From an outsider's perspective, Ning Zong holds significant power. Actually, only he knows. The pressure this position bears. It's not small either. President Ning, don't blame me for not assisting you. I have already filled this output. Now it's your turn to shine. Central Bank. He family. Upon hearing this, Fang Mo shivered. You can't be talking about that one. Kai Liming is full of the Jiangnan region, although there is no real industry support. But just relying on stock trading, just get rich. At the top of the Hua family's wealth list. Also established their own bank in the Jiangnan region, the renowned He family's bar. Although he is concerned about the business district matters, limited understanding. But I have watched some news. He family's report Yu Lanjai is actually looking for top companies in Huaxia borrow money, truly worthy of being Jiancheng. The Ning family, the first noble house. Capital flow, just a casual question. Everyone needs to find Huaxia. The richest bank lends money. Only then can we overcome the difficulties. This is enough to indirectly support the Ning family. What a tremendous realization. Lai Heowen nodded. However, the He family's money, it's not easy to lend. Mr. Ning has managed to get in touch with old Master He. Can I borrow this amount of money? Still an unknown. You need to know. When old Master He was in power, just say it. The money borrowed by the He family. There is no lower than. The market pays back double the interest. If it is below this number, he would rather throw his money into the stock market. So dark. Fang Mo swallowed hard. A sudden pain. Lai Heowen mentioned this topic. It's just a matter of touching upon it. Finished speaking. The car is driving steadily. Stopped in front of the cemetery. Arrived at this place. Lai Heowen's mood. They also unconsciously fell into a low mood. Fang Mo knew his brother. What are you thinking about? He patted his shoulder. To offer comfort. Let's go. After taking over the company, it's been almost half a year since I last came here. I really miss my brother. After speaking, Lai Heowen pushed open the car door. Take out 2 large boxes from the trunk. Inside it contains various types of tomb sweeping, things to bring, floral wreath, yellow paper, baiju, all inclusive. After going up the mountain, Lai Heowen quickly found his brother's gravestone. It's been half a year since I last came. Dust covered the gravestone, in addition to the offerings and wreaths brought by the 2 people. Not even a single flower. It feels desolate and empty. Fang Mo and Lai Heowen. First, wipe it clean with water. This is just the beginning of the incense offering. Brother, I miss you. The moment the cloth was put away, Lai Heowen's eyes turned red. This year, Dad still didn't come to visit. Grandpa is the same. They are too cold-blooded. This home, I don't feel any family affection at all. To be honest, I've been feeling really tired lately. I really can't take it anymore. Only when I stood in this position did I realize. It turns out all these years. You actually have so much pressure, always shielding me from the wind and rain. Brother, I really miss you. Fang Mo saw this. Lai Heowen's sorrowful atmosphere also permeated, feeling a bit down. At that moment, in the distance, three slender figures appear, slowly appearing. The third daughter is also dressed in a unique style. If you continue to be here, you can definitely recognize it at first glance. Those three. Isn't it just oneself? Few close friends in Giant Cheng. Wu family's eye, looking at someone standing in front of Lai Wenhen's grave, crying and sobbing, suddenly taken aback. Who are those two young men? The Wu family has pursued Lai Wenhen for 7 years. Of course, I know. The background of the Lai family. Lai Heowen's father, indulging in pleasures, gambling, and not studying, during the tenure of the Lai group, by skill and ability. The Lai group's assets were forcefully taken away, shrunk to 1/10 of the peak period. In the end, it was the old man who stood up, stepped forward to turn the tide, only managed to keep a legacy. But the once glorious Lai group, but completely stepped down from the pedestal. Lai's father felt ashamed to face the old master, and then caused a huge disaster, fearing being hunted down by the executives and shareholders. Just hid abroad. I haven't been back in 7 or 8 years. The former executives and shareholders who were once on good terms, tricked by Father Lai, all have deep hatred towards the Lai family, did not move the deceased Lai Wenhen. Even bones would be considered good. It's even less likely that someone would come to pay respects at the grave. It should be Lai Wenhen's younger brother. Hang out with his friends. Wu Jiabei pressed her red lips together, compared to the day before yesterday, when looking for Ning Yulan in the tea-house. The woman's face showed a hint of weariness. At that moment, suddenly a voice, a sound echoed behind Fang Mo and the others. Kid, get lost. A good dog doesn't block the way. Didn't see the old man. Did I take a lot of things? Fang Mo immediately frowned, turned to look. How could someone be in the cemetery? This place is still noisy. I saw someone dressed in colorful clothing. The youth in peculiar attire, holding 2 flower wreaths, glaring displeased at the 2 of them. Behind him, he was also followed by 3 or 4 bodyguards. The guy with the look. What are you looking at? The young man gazed at Fang Mo. The 2 remained expressionless. Impatiently, kicked away, asking about the wreath in front of Han's grave. 2 white flower wreaths, kicked to pieces. Fang Mo widened his eyes. The fists tightened instantly. The deceased are the most important. What is this beast doing? What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to stir up trouble? Lai Heowen also had red-rimmed eyes. Suddenly stood up. Lift up the young man's Berlin hat. But he won't be making a move yet. That guy behind him? Several bodyguards. Lai Heowen will be the main focus. I am Lai Heowen, the chairman of the Lai group. You guys are causing trouble. I must have chosen the wrong person. Lai Heowen gritted his teeth and exploded with emotion at home. The Lai group is facing decline. But once it was well known. Say it out loud. There is still some deterrent power. Unfortunately, the young man opposite at this moment. However, the account is not settled. Lai group, I said, who is crying like a woman. It turns out they are the lost dogs of the Lai family group, the 2 brothers. Oh, that's not right. I remembered it wrong. Your brother is already inside. Now then, it should be the younger brother of a forlorn dog. As soon as these words were spoken, Fang Mo breathes. Everyone became anxious. Lai Heowen struggled even more desperately. Want to take action. Unfortunately, they were tightly controlled by a few bodyguards. My name is Gao Ziji. You should have heard my name. All right. The young man smirked, exposing a mouth full of yellow teeth. Hearing these words, Lai Heowen's body trembled. Gao Ziji, it's you. It was you who killed my brother. You are the one who killed my brother in the accident. Aren't you supposed to still be in prison? Sep, as soon as the voice fell. That Gao Ziji. She slapped Lai Heowen's face impatiently. What is it to stay in prison? That sounds so harsh. I am a law-abiding citizen. What prison am I squatting in? While saying this, Gao Ziji grinned playfully. No respect for the deceased. Your brother's case. He crossed the road himself. In the end, it resulted in a fatal car accident. The insurance company has already compensated your family. 1 million. Don't you remember? The money is also lost. The case is also over. Don't you dare talk back to me. It is the perpetrator of the incident. This is how you tarnish my reputation. I get angry easily. Upon hearing this, Lai Heowen trembled with anger, choked tears, madness swirling in the eyes. He later learned some things about the insider information of the scene. Brother died in a car accident, although it was indeed an accident. But the records show Lai Wenhan's last phone call before his death. I just called Gao Ziji, and what a coincidence it is. Gao Ziji. It was the driver who caused the death of Lai Wenhan. To say, these two have nothing to do with each other. Kill Lai Heowen. No one believes it. Bastard. I will find the evidence sooner or later. Gao Ziji, wait for me. You will be brought to justice sooner or later. HMPH. Kyuzao. Gao Ziji is again. A kick landed on Lai Heowen's stomach. The next moment I glanced at the grave. The word can have several meanings depending on the context. It can mean to cut, to slice, or it can also be used as an expression to indicate something like to split or to sever. If you provide more context, I can offer a more specific translation. Look at you two brothers. This loser luck. Looking at your photo. Just get angry. HMPH. The next moment, Gao Ziji. A direct kick. Kicked at the tombstone in the photo. The tombstone suddenly fell to the ground. Even Fang Mo's breath. Everyone became anxious. This is simply equivalent to, is like defecating and urinating on the late brother Lai Heowen's head. This is Gao Ziji. It's simply too arrogant. Too much. Unruly and unrestrained. At that moment, dozens of staff figures. This way. Came over. Mister, our cemetery. Need to maintain the plain scenery. You are making such a loud commotion. It will affect the deceased. What do you think you are? You dare to argue with me? Gao Ziji recklessly ignited a cigar. A sudden breath of white mist escaped, slapping on the staff's face. As soon as the action began, that staff member, the expression fell straight down. In the distance, three shadowy figures. Noticed the movement over here. Wu Jiabei at the beginning. Just planned to rush up and argue. However, it was interrupted by two close friends. Stop them. Song Yu. Pulling Wu Jiabei, Chen Sheng said. Calm down. Calm down. That guy. But the Gao family from Jiangcheng Bank, they act domineeringly, stubborn in doing things. Moreover, still, among them, the standout is Gao Ziji. You go up to reason with them now. At the loss, it's still us. Wu Jiabei bit her red lips, eyes red with tears. His heart ached so much he couldn't breathe. After all, Lai Wenhen, it's him who likes it. A man in his late 30s. At this moment, I can only watch helplessly, looking at his grave. All were kicked down by someone. Song Yu did not sit idly by. Instead, I called Ning Yulan. As soon as the call connected, Ning Yulan curiously asked a question. Didn't you go to the tomb sweeping? How do you have the time? Call me. Speaking of which, I was just thinking about relaxing later. I'll give you a call. Ask you all. Did you run into someone? Where is our little man? Our little man, originally planned to give birth to 3 daughters. Everyone was taken aback. My husband. Today I'm going to visit the grave. Moreover, the person he visited, 80% with you all. It is a person. So I was thinking maybe you can crash into each other. Ning Yulan smiled and said a couple of sentences. Noticed. There was silence on the other end of the phone. Furrowed her willow-like brows in confusion. What happened? Song Yu, is something wrong? I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Song Yu let out a bitter laugh. Ning Yulan's reaction speed. It's really too fast. Indeed, nothing can be hidden from her. Looks like today's event. It really can't go on like this. Gao Ziji had a conflict with your man and his friend. There are only 2 of them. I estimate I will suffer a loss. Gao Ziji, hearing this name, Ning Yulan's expression darkened. This mad dog, what are you doing at the cemetery? Wu Jia said with red-rimmed eyes. It was him driving back then. Ran over Lai Wenhen. I once had doubts. There is more to this than meets the eye. Now seeing this Gao Ziji, a display of arrogance and power, I am even more determined. Beast. Ning Yulan was anxiously hurried. Breathing phone. It can be heard from the other side. She is also worried that Fang Mu will suffer losses. There is a Ning family property in front of the cemetery. You call a pair of security guards over. I will be there soon. Having said that, Ning Yulan hung up the phone directly. The Wu family was approached by the auspicious girl. He glanced over at the Fang tomb. All I can do is pray. Hope Ning Yulan's husband. Just hold on a little longer. Otherwise, from a status perspective, no matter the Song family, the Wu family still hasn't had any dealings with the Gao family. The confidence of the Jiabun. Gao Ziji, what are you doing? At that moment, a greeting voice sounded behind several people. A girl in her early 20s appeared, holding fresh flowers, staring at the belief. Walking over here. The girl wore a pure black long dress. A flower is tied to my chest. A delicate face is adorned with charm. It seems to be angry at Gao Ziji's actions. Gao Ziji looked back at a rare bowl, noticed the beautiful silhouette. The square tomb shook slightly. I always feel that this girl, it seems strangely familiar. But the girl's attention, at first, it wasn't placed on the square tomb. Gao Ziji, you came today to pay respects at my grandmother's grave. If you carry respect, then you should honestly follow the cemetery rules. Making a big fuss here? It will affect Grandpa's mood. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Gao Ziji frowned, glimpsed at Lai Heroine. Kid, consider yourself lucky. He will appear in this cemetery today. It's just to please the girl in front of me, although the family is also engaging in banking transactions. But the central bank of the He family, He Giant Cheng Bank, it's not even on the same level. He received instructions from the previous generation. Exhaust all means. The friend he's Zhuan. This is the Gao family from Jiancheng. The only shortcut to reaching a higher level. Sai Wan. I didn't make a big fuss. I just happened to run into a few acquaintances and chatted for a bit. Since the old man has arrived, then let's go. Speaking, Gao Ziji was about to lead his subordinates away. Lai Heowen, in distress, was also pushed to the ground by a few subordinates. At that moment, Fang Mo, who had always observed coldly, uttered a sentence. Stop. After hitting someone, they just want to leave. Who gave you your freedom? As soon as those words were spoken, the gaze of everyone in the venue all fell upon Fang Mo. Who gave me my freedom? Gao Ziji paused when he heard the sound. He glanced at Zhu Hui in surprise. Forget about your little follower. Kiddo, this is none of your business. Stop wasting time. Otherwise, I'll teach you how to be a person in no time. Teach me how to be a person in every minute. Fang Mo let out a cold laugh. You can't run away. I just called the police. The agent will soon come to investigate the surveillance. You hit my friend. He kicked his brother's tombstone again. So reckless and unrestrained. Completely disregarded the law. What are we talking about today? They won't let you leave easily. I call the police. Eh? You little rascal. Truly commendable courage. Gao Ziji licked his lips. It's been a long time since I've met someone as reckless as you. It's you at this moment. Zhuan suddenly shouted in surprise. Ignoring Gao Ziji's stunned and urgent expression, he walked straight up to Fang Mo. The next moment, Heroine excitedly grabbed Fang Mo's hand. The delicate, upturned face is filled with excitement. We finally meet again. Benefactor, benefactor. Fang Mo felt a bit confused. Yes, do we know each other? Heroine nodded. You forgot. The day before yesterday, in your mall's underground parking lot, my grandfather fainted. It was you who saved my grandfather. She is relatively unfamiliar with He Zhuan. After all, it was when we met in the underground parking lot of your mall that day. The girl cried with tears like rain on pear blossoms. All the features were twisted together, adding to that Fang Mo's attention at the time, completely focused on the fainted elderly man. Hearing these words, Fang Mo finally began to understand. You are the little girl who called herself Wawa that day. At that time, the light was too dim. I didn't get a good look at what you look like. How is your grandfather? Zhuan smiled gratefully. Thanks to your blessings. It's all right now. Gao Ziji noticed. The hands of the two people clasped together. Immediately stepped forward 2 steps unhappily. The gaze flickered twice on Fang Mo. It seems they are speculating about the young man's identity. Sai Wan, do you know him? Recognize. That day he saved my grandfather. What just happened? Did Gao Ziji do something bad? Are you planning to call the police? Zhuan, the next moment, he questioned Fang Mo with confusion. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Fang Mo pointed at Gao Ziji. We are here to visit our friend and elder brother. He suddenly came over to provoke. I also kicked over my friend's brother's tombstone. My friend couldn't hold back and wanted to reason with them. He was then controlled by several of his subordinates. Gave a good beating. After speaking, Fang Mo helped Lai Heowen up from the ground. Zhuan indeed saw Lai Heowen. Bruised and battered, the girl's expression unconsciously became a bit unpleasant. Misunderstanding. Sai Wan. This is a misunderstanding. Gao Ziji never expected. The two still know each other. Quickly coughed and explained. Actually, his elder brother was once my friend. I came by to take a look. Shut up. Ziwen suddenly wore a serious expression and shouted coldly, "Thou Ziji, your friend from before. Just tell me how polite and refined you look in front of me. It's all an act. I still can't quite believe it. You act one way in front of people and another behind their backs. It seems now. That's absolutely right." Gao Ziji's expression instantly darkened. "I can see it. The girl is angry. Sai Wan, this is a misunderstanding. I can explain it to you slowly. The old man must be anxious by now. Let's go visit your grandmother's grave first. Misunderstanding." He Ziwang directly raised the volume by over 10 decibels. He sneered as he glanced at her gravestone. "Then you tell me, what's going on with this tombstone? Could it be? Was it blown down by the wind? Dao Ziji, you disappoint me too much. Apology. Then have someone repair this tombstone. Apology. Let me go apologize to Lai Heowen." Gao Ziji's expression darkened again. Lai Heowen and Lai Wenhen, the two brothers. He never took it seriously. Let him apologize to the ants he once viewed as insignificant. It's even more painful than killing him. Zai Wan. Gao Ziji clenched his fists tightly. Bon, Papa, sit down. It seems that the inner turmoil has reached its peak. He never thought about it. When I just humiliated Lai Heowen. Lai Heowen and he are in the same situation right now. He Zewang stared wide-eyed. Apology. Then disappeared from before me. I never want to see you again. What? This is so serious. Gao Ziji's face turned pale. The gaze wanders back and forth. Fang Mo and He Ziwen between them. Today it's all because of a pretty boy. You will miss the opportunity to pursue He Ziwen. He Gao Ziji is unwilling to accept it. I'm sorry. However, against He Zai's domineering gaze. In the end, Gao Ziji still gritted his teeth, bowed towards Lai Heowen. You guys go find someone later. Lift the tombstone. Arrange for a craftsman to make some minor repairs for him later. Zai Wan, I have already apologized. I was wrong. Give me a chance. Speaking, Dao Ziji glanced at Fang Mo. It seems necessary to remember the appearance of youth. Today I have to bow my head to this account with He Ziwen. He directly noted it down on Fang Mo's head. Isn't he just a little lackey of Lai Heowen? This is ruining my good fortune. I will never let you go. Sap. At that moment, suddenly a slap echoed in the astonished gaze of countless people. Gao Ziji suddenly had 5 clear fingerprints on his face. An apology shouldn't be given like this. Bow your head. Arch your back. The attitude must be sincere. You're being so dismissive. Who should I apologize to? A stunning silhouette with slightly tousled hair. Standing in front of Fang Mo. Zheng was gracefully waving her slender jade-like hands. Ning Yulan, you filthy woman. How did you end up here? That's right. Standing in front of Fang Mo at this moment. Isn't that his wife? Ning family's dignified female CEO becomes the dream of 20 million men. Is it Ning Yulan, Gao Ziji and Ning Yulan, in the Jiangcheng business district? The two naturally had dealings with each other. Behind Ning Yulan, there were also a pair of bodyguards following. Everyone has a strong and sturdy build. Look at his figure. I knew he was no good. Definitely not something easy to mess with. Next moment, Ming Yulan raised her eyelids. Beautiful eyes fell onto He Ziwen. Miss He, I hope you can manage your dog well. Our husband is very precious. It's not just any Tom, Dick, or Harry. Anyone can come up and take a bite. Hearing the sound of the 7 sides falling, He Ziwen immediately straightened up. Our husband, he fell in love with Fang Mo and Ning Yulan beforehand. on the arm I was holding. The young man got married. After that day, Fang Mo helped him. He's Ziwen's heart. There has always been a shadowy figure, unshakable, in the parking lot, fainted just a few seconds earlier. It felt as if a century had passed. Fair, helpless madness sweeps through the heart. He didn't even think of it himself. Unexpectedly, there are people who descend like heavenly beings. Jump out and help. From that day on, Fang Mo's figure remained in his heart. He discovered himself. It seems I've fallen for that man, although the two have never even had direct contact. The next moment, Gao Ziji was the first to come back to his senses, bitten and let out a muffled roar. Ning Yulan, do you dare to hit me? Do you want the Ning and Gao families to go to war? War begins. Ning Yulan smiled. All right, then let's go to war. But Gao Ziji originally thought he. As soon as the threatening words were spoken, Ning Yulan will hold back a little. Who knows, this woman never took her threat seriously. You are Ning Yulan, the legendary ruler of the first wealthy family in Jiangcheng. Next moment, he's Ziwen, who had remained silent all along. Zhang Zhen looked at the woman. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Ning Yulan, please be gentle. Miss He, nice to meet you. I've long admired your reputation. Nice to meet you. The background of the He family, but the top bank known throughout Huaxia. Ning Yulan certainly knows. This is He Ziwen. Clearly, they were speaking politely. But I don't know why. He Ziwen faintly saw something in Ning Yulan's eyes. There was a hint of hostility. The next moment, Ning Yulan said, my husband is being bullied by others. We can't just sit back and do nothing. I will deal with this biting mad dog. Miss He, there shouldn't be any objections, right? Not available. Actually, we are not familiar with each other. Speaking, He Ziwen took a step back. Gao Ziji's expression changed instantly. Apology. Repairing the tombstone. Then roll out. Otherwise, the Ning family will end all cooperation with the Gao family. Ning Yulan pointed at the tombstone on the ground. Sorry, I can't assist with that. Gao Ziji's expression darkened. Why should I listen to you? Ning Yulan, don't forget. You have been experiencing tight cash flow recently. Offended Wu, who has the backing of Jiangcheng Bank. Maybe this is how it ends for you. It's going bankrupt. Bankruptcy. Ning family. If it were so easy to go bankrupt, I'm afraid I don't need you to say that. I can't hold on any longer in this life. Ning Yulan crossed her arms. A playful smile passed across Kaio Lion's face. Oh, then the Ning family's previous debts. No need to return it to you. Just right. What is this? Owing money and not paying it back. Such words. I can't believe someone as proud as Ning Yulan would. Purred in my mouth. Gao Ziji felt it was hard to believe. He was very surprised. Very shocked. Are you saying that? Ning Yulan would rather give up the company. We must assert ourselves today. Why? Just for an ordinary-looking man. Gao Ziji was furious. No longer pretending in front of He Ziwen. Ning Yulan, don't scare me here. I won't listen to you. What can you do to me? Don't listen to him. I will also make requests. You do these. Likewise, if you don't obediently follow orders, He family will also be cancelled. Any financial dealings with your Jiangcheng Gao family. Kiwe, it is He Ziwen speaking. Gao Ziji's expression completely froze. Now I really can't hold it anymore. Ning Yulan's back. Although it is the most renowned wealthy family in Jiangcheng. Gao Ziji, who can handle banking business. Absolutely not refuse Ningzong. It was actually what heroine said. Make him more wary by 3 points. Miss he, facing such a disobedient dog, just need to educate them properly. Do you need me to help? Ning Yulan held onto Fang Mo. With a myriad of charms, she gazed at heroine. She blinked her beautiful eyes. Both Lai Heowen and Fang Mo locked eyes. I always feel that this time Ning Yulan. It seems a bit different. Especially Fang Mo felt it most directly. On weekdays, Ning Yulan also liked to hold onto herself, but it was just the forearm and the upper arm pressed together. And now, Ning Yulan shifted her weight to one side. All the burdens fell on Fang Mo. Two long jade-like legs like chopsticks. One in front, one behind. The charm of a charming smile. Let anyone see it. It's hard to control. Thank you, General Ning. However, no need. Heroine took out her phone. Hello, grandfather. I hope to completely cancel from today onwards. Splash. The story isn't finished yet. Gao Ziji suddenly shouted. Don't. I apologize. He bowed deeply to Lai Heowen. Sorry. It was my fault. I shouldn't have provoked you. I shouldn't have insulted your deceased brother. Mr. Lai Heowen, please, forgive me. Didn't you just hit someone? Forgot so quickly. Ning Yulan lifted her delicate chin. Let's get started. Do we need it? Can we help you? Ning Yulan, you shameless woman. One day, sooner or later, I want to pin you down on the bed and deal with you fiercely. And you. Heroine. Gao Ziji was roaring in his heart. But now the situation makes one strong. He could only grit his teeth and open his hand. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. 2 arrows shot from both sides. Gave myself 2 slaps. Good. Now you can roll out. Ning Yulan smiled and pointed to the exit. Gao Ziji had a dark expression on his face. Leading a group of subordinates, Zin departed, seeing the arrogant Gao Ziji. Under the alliance of 2 women, a few words. It rolled out all gray and dirty, including the cemetery security, who came to maintain order at the beginning. Everyone felt a wave of relief. You deserve it. This kid. Ning Yulan then spoke to heroine. Miss He, I've been looking for you for several days. Today I happened to run into you. Then I'll get straight to the point. The Ning family wants to establish a partnership with you. I am ready for the project proposal. I hope Miss He can help. Introducing Old Master He. This will definitely be a win-win project. Discussing cooperation at a time like this. Is it really good? Fang Mo glanced at Ning Yulan. Sister is really good at seizing opportunities. No wonder they all say. Ning Yulan has exceptional business skills. Heroine also looked at Ning Yulan in surprise. President Ning is truly a legend in the business world. Just for this rapid change in mindset. Able to drop the pretense and be genuine. No wonder they can seize all kinds of opportunities. Let the thriving Ning family flourish, sitting firmly on the throne of the business elite in Jiangcheng. However, I recommended the old master. I have a request. Speak. Heroine glanced at Fang Mo. Her face flushed, slightly bows her head. Ning Yulan has willow-like eyebrows. A shadow of foreboding flickered in my heart. I want to borrow your husband. Can I borrow your husband for a while? What is this? Listen. What kind of vicious words are these? Is this something that can be borrowed? Isn't this illegal? As soon as this sentence was spoken, everyone in the audience was wide-eyed. Even Fang Mo himself was pushing hard. You discuss business matters. Why did it suddenly come back to me? Ning Yulan's expression darkened almost immediately. The peach blossom eyes are slightly upturned. The long eyelashes slowly fell. May mo I mai. Anyone who knows her can see it. The woman is angry. Miss he, please watch your words. I am very careful with my words. He Ziwen smiled sweetly at Ning Yulan, immediately looked at the red-faced Fang Mo. I think Fang Xiorn is really nice, although I haven't interacted much with Ning Zong. But I can be sure Mr. Ning must have recognized Mr. Fang's character. That's why I chose to be with Fang Xiao. Same. Me too. But the start was too late. Ning Zong and Fang Xiao have already tied the knot. But I don't want to give up. This is the only one. The man who can make my heart race. So, I want to compete fairly with Ning. Two women face each other. An iceberg aura. Majestic and imposing. Liu Mei frowned. There is an indescribable sense of oppression, tilting downwards. Another one is gentle and graceful, with a pleasing appearance, although it is not as domineering as the former, but facing Ning Yulan's cold gaze, yet did not retreat even a single step. Oh my goodness! Can I watch this without spending any money? Whoa! So intense. He Ziwen actually likes Mr. Ning's man. Fang Mo's previous life. Is it to save the galaxy? Why do so many outstanding women like him? The last one to speak with envy. Naturally, it is heroine. This kid has forgotten the pain after the scars have healed. Seeing Fang Mo become the center of attention, fought over by two women, heroine just felt like his eyes were watering. Tears of envy slowly flow. Why am I not the one being fought over by two women? Just once would be enough. Miss, he is, after all, a young lady from a prestigious family. Let me experience it. What does it feel like to be a young woman? Although Ningzong is unrivaled in Jiangsheng, however, looking at the resources in Huixia, there is quite a shortage. Outside of Jiangchen, there is a broader world out there. I want Fang Sheiyu to have the right to choose for himself. Don't make a fuss. Yes, there is. But I don't want to. Fang Mo stepped back in panic. Moreover, I am not an object. There's no saying of borrowing back and forth any more. However, it was noticed that Ning Yulan had suddenly risen to prominence. Furious, her body trembled. Fan Mo's eyes. Huegui, my heart aches. He reached out and hooked the woman's soft, cool hand. Sorry, I am already married. I like Sister Yulan. We are mutually in love. Otherwise, we wouldn't have ended up together. Fang Mo steeled himself and stepped forward. At such times, we can't let Sister Yulan face the storm alone. Miss he had no contact with me. So it might just be because that day I stood up. Has developed a bit of affection for me. This cannot be called liking. Not love at all. I'm sorry. Miss he. Fang Mo tried to keep his tone calm. Gentle attitude. However, He Ziwen heard this. A hint of disappointment flickered in his eyes. Opposite, in Ning Yulan's beautiful eyes, yet it added a hint of deep affection. It seems like the rare confession from the other party, Mo. Quite moved. Aren't you going to think about it? He Ziwen regretfully clicked her red lips. Fang Mo coughed softly. Blushing, I stole a glance. The tall woman next to me. Liking someone. It should be all about liking her. But not just money. Power. Wealth. Same. Liking someone. It should only be. I like her as a person. And not be affected by money. Power. The influence of wealth. If you meet someone, love them. It would only be like something from an elementary school textbook. The biggest grain crush, as mentioned. In the end, you can't get anything. Life will not stop at what is in front of you. But my love, this moment is enough for me to say, when I love you, represents, I want to love you for a lifetime. My love has also reached its end. Upon hearing this, Hezuen's sadness flashed briefly in her eyes. I understand. It seems that Fang Xiao and Ning Zong are very happy together. Ning Zong, I was presumptuous just now. I apologize to you. Fang Xiao is indeed our grandfather's life-saver. Our family owes him quite a favor. For both emotional and rational reasons, I am yours. I have no reason to refuse the request. So please. The old man came today to pay respects at my grandmother's grave. He is at the cemetery. I'll take you to meet him. Finished speaking. It seems that Hezoen is unwilling to stay any longer, afraid to remember the embarrassment of being rejected. As Hezoen walked ahead, leading the way, Fang Mo glanced at Ning Yulan. Sister Yulan, you go ahead. I am with Lai Heowen. He also needs to visit his brother's grave. I didn't have time to light 2 sticks of incense just now. I just ran into Gao Ziji. Let Lai Heowen say a few words to his brother. We are leaving again. Otherwise it would be quite rude. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Ning Yulan's beautiful eyes. Qin gently nodded. I didn't expect this time. Sister actually benefited from your influence. If it were a normal time, even though Ning Yulan relied on her connections, contacted old master he, the other party may not necessarily choose to extend a helping hand. But with Hezumen, at Frey's savior, Ning Yulan could almost be certain. The issue with cash flow is almost resolved. After all, the He family. I have never liked owing favors to others outside. Talk to your sister after you go back. How did you become Miss He's beloved? After saying this, Ning Yulan smiled charmingly, kissed Fang Mo on the face. This kiss came very natural. Even Fang Mo himself. It all comes from a moment of warmth and kindness. Kair felt a rush of realization. Ning Yulan spoke with a strained voice, whispering sweetly in Fang Mo's ear. Thank you, husband. Please invite guests. A tingling sensation like an electric shock, spreading throughout the limbs and body. Fang Mo couldn't help it. Gasped in shock. Crouching cat, he said with a bitter smile, Sister Yulan, you'd better hurry up and go. Miss, he is still waiting for you. After speaking, Ning Yulan smiled as she walked towards the cemetery. Walk in another direction. The dozen or so bodyguards behind me. It was left behind. These people are Ning Yulan, temporarily from a nearby mall, adjusting to support the occasion. They are clear. Ning Yulan's decisive and swift approach. So everyone brought their gear together. Unexpectedly, we found ourselves. They didn't exert much effort. A conflict has come to an end. Even more shocking to them one by one. Instead, it was President Ning and that. Ambiguous physical contact of youth. Ning Zong actually got married. Oh my gosh. What kind of deity is that little brother? Unexpectedly, I got both President Ning and Miss He at the same time. The affection of 2 great beauties. Test, test, test. Mr. Ning and Miss He are both sexy and alluring. A vibrant energy, if I really have to choose. Indeed, it's quite blue. Wait up. Brother, no one made you choose. Lai Heowen gratefully patted Fang Mo's shoulder. You helped me out again, you rascal. Let's visit the grave. Fang Mo did not perform the bow dance. At this moment in his mind, Ning Yulan's delicate face still lingers. The scene where they get close and share a kiss. Think of the aloof and elegant Sister Yu. Kissed himself in front of so many people. Fang Mo felt a bit lightheaded. This is the vanity of the male ego at play. That, can you give me one? At that moment, a slightly desolate voice. A sound echoed behind Lai Heowen. Fang Mo and Lai Heowen. Everyone turned their heads in confusion. Only saw a plump figure, the beautiful woman in the purple robe. Jiang Hong stared at the two of them with wide eyes. Two beautiful women were by her side. Just the attention of those two beautiful women. All on Fang Mo. Isn't it Nin Yulan's three close friends? The three girls are meeting Fang Mo for the first time. Take a closer look. It seems in appearance Fang Mo doesn't have anything particularly outstanding about him. However, the three women were not blind. The pinnacle of excellence. Nature does not judge a person by their appearance. Lai Heowen was stunned for a moment. Xuanji tentatively asked, "You are? Is this Miss Wu Jiabe? I heard my brother say, the night she passed away, I originally planned to have dinner with you. I want to take you to meet my future sister-in-law." Upon hearing this, Wu Jiabe completely couldn't hold it anymore, breathless with anger. "I remember the last time I saw Lai Wenhen in the morgue, the gruesome scene of blood and flesh." Wu Jiabe felt a tightness in her heart. Lai Heowen panicked for a moment, quickly handed over a piece of paper. "Sister-in-law, don't cry. Life, you know. Always look ahead." Wu Jiabe wiped her moist eyes. "Light an incense stick. Crying at the gravestone. Lai Wenhan, do you know, the moment I saw you lying in the cold morgue, my heart has stopped. Some similar faces," biting her red lips fiercely, "since we have both lost the most important person to each other. Then let your sister take care of you instead of your brother." Silly. The change in tone is too sudden. Lai Heowen has not reacted yet. What the hell? My sister-in-law is taking care of me in place of my brother. Fang Mo beside him was also stunned. I nearly spat out a mouthful of old blood. Sister-in-law's temptation. Son Yuan Shen Rong. And tapped his forehead. A face full of black lines. This woman is something else. Just a second ago, I was still playing the role of a deep lover. The result comes the next second. Unexpectedly fell in love with someone else. What will take care of you instead of your brother? Ming is just. You little brat. A rebellion was sparked by desire. However, Wu Jiabe finally fell for another man. This can be considered a good thing. Sister-in-law. Some jokes should not be made. Lai Heowen swallowed hard. Wu Jiabe wiped away her tears. "Didn't you say you hoped I would look ahead? I looked up and saw you. What's wrong? You are unwilling." Lai Heowen's mouth was all suddenly pulled out frantically. Wu Jiabe also knows. Lai Heowen is still quite open-minded. Suddenly having him date his brother's ex-girlfriend. It is definitely something that challenges one's fundamental beliefs. The woman let out a light chuckle. Just change the wording. "All right. I'm not joking with you anymore. Actually, I have the same concerns as you. I'd also had my doubts. Lai Wenhen's fatal car accident. It wasn't just an accident. I miss you. Can you collaborate with me? No matter what, two people are always stronger than one right. Investigating that car accident." Upon hearing these words, Lai Heowen hesitated and nodded. Does sister-in-law have a lot of information in her hands? Wang Jiabe Wenyuan nodded. "Nature. How about coming over to my house tonight?" "Oh no. I mean, why not come to my house another day?" Lai Heowen's sister-in-law. Wu Jiabe felt it was somewhat absurd. After all, it was morning at that time. Lai Wenhen finally agreed to his pursuit. In the afternoon, everyone left. I haven't experienced the love of a boyfriend yet. I haven't yet experienced the moment of becoming a woman. In Wu Jiabe's world, Lai Wenhan 3 characters. Completely disappear. He himself over the years, even thinking about him. The relationship between he and Lai Wenhan. Are we considered a couple or not? Fang Mo's worldview was completely shattered. I took a glance at the oddly expressioned Lai Heroine. Ring, your romantic encounter has arrived. Aye. Still at my brother's grave. Don't mess around. About half an hour later. Good things happen. The little one helped his sister a lot. Speak. What reward do you want? How about I give you my sister as a reward? Ming Yulan stepped on the roller skate high heels. Den, walking towards Fang Mo, immediately grabbed the young man's arm. The soft touch made Fang Mo's cheeks flush red. Women seem to be oblivious. He also shook Fang Mo's arm. Fang Mo's old face flushed. Sister Yulan's standards seemed to be getting more and more relaxed. In the past, I would entice myself at home. Now let's be straightforward and speak openly outside. Someone saw it. So awkward. Sure enough. Her gaze. Can't you both go home as an exception? Wu Jia rolled her eyes. Ning Yulan was taken aback. Suddenly, please be gentle. Good idea. Fan Mo, we are going home. Speaking. Ning Yulan pulled Fang Mo and was about to leave. But Fang Mo would never be like this. Taken away by Sister Yu Lan. Isn't this equivalent to solid evidence of their wrongdoing? Don't worry about losing face. Yu Lan Jai wants it too. Fang Mo let out a bitter laugh. Don't make a fuss. Sister, as the saying goes, beauty is worth admiring. Other men see me. I wish he could just carry me home right now. Justifiable execution or immediate justice could be natural translations, depending on the context. If you provide more context, I can offer a more tailored translation. You see me. Instead, it appeared like a tiger of the unknown. Are you saying? Ning Yulan's beautiful eyes shimmered with excitement. You don't like me. If I don't like you, at that time, they said, I will be more decisive than anyone when it comes to divorce. Fang Mo's face turned red. A curse escaped her lips. Like, speak louder. Ning Yulan smiled darkly. Pretend you didn't hear it. Fang Mo's cheeks instantly flushed red. Zheng is about to speak. Suddenly, Wu Jian next to me couldn't hold it anymore. Enough. You two quickly disappear. So annoying. There should be a limit to showing off affection, right? Someone is feeling sad. Ning Yulan, are you human? This is not. Are you going to rub salt in the wound? Fang Mo heard this. This finally brought me back to my senses. Noticed something strange. This is Lai Heowen's sister-in-law. Do you also know Sister Yulan? Just now, Ying Yulan suddenly played a trick on me. Fang Mo has not realized yet. Only then did I realize something was wrong. Miss Wu, are you friends with Sister Yulan? This way of speaking. It looks just like. I usually interact with Lai Heowen. Well, you little brat, you actually don't recognize me. Did Ning Yulan not mention it to you? Are we best friends? I am your wife's bridesmaid at the wedding in a few days. Wu Jia's eyes widened, glancing at Ning Yulan. Classical Chinese. Ning Yulan immediately returned to her usual cold demeanor. Never mentioned. My husband and I are sweetly newlywed. Sweet words can never be exhausted. Don't mention what you guys are doing to him. You. Wu Jia stared at you angrily. Song Yu comforted her softly. It's okay. He has this kind of personality. You know it as well as I do. Zui Du Hu and Zui Jian. Let's find a place to eat. If you keep causing a fuss, my blood sugar is about to go off the charts. Finished speaking. Song Yu gave Zheng Rong and Shi Er a glance. Indicate for the woman to drive. Zheng Rong hurriedly walked towards the cemetery exit, because when the three girls arrived, also drove a car. Lai Heowen also drove. Ning Yulan also drove the car. If it were a different occasion, a few people got into a car to go eat. It's fine to come back later to pick up the car. The key issue is, this is a cemetery. Who has nothing to do? Leaving the car in a place like this. Stop for 10 or 8 days. Fang Mo got into Ning Yulan's car. Lai Heowen was dragged into Wu Jiabei's car. His own car. It was taken away by Song Yu and Zheng Rong. Little one, now I can have a good chat with my sister. Why did you admit to being the life-saving benefactor of the young lady from the family? And by the way, you also stole her heart, didn't you? Ning Yulan steadied her hands on the steering wheel, heading towards the cemetery at the foot of the hill. Sorry, but I can't assist with that. Fang Mo cleared his throat. Sister Yulan, don't talk nonsense. Miss, he should only have a good impression. Ning Yulan glanced at Fang Mo. Actually, even if it's just a liking, sister also doesn't want others to have any. Because at the beginning, it's just because I have developed feelings for you. I gradually fell in love with you, to the point of being unable to extricate oneself. Hi. It was just a few days ago at the Ning family shopping mall, when helping you alter the wedding dress. I went to the underground garage to get the car. I happened to witness Miss He's grandfather fainting. At that moment, I acted impulsively without thinking much. Add to that talk to Miss. There's no signal in the underground parking lot. I'll help. Carried the old man into the mall. Fang Mo shrugged. I saw the old man showing symptoms of mechanical asphyxiation. I quickly gave him a Heimlich maneuver. Then the ambulance came. Actually, the two of us have only said a few words. It seems like there are no more than 4 sentences. I'm sorry, but I cannot fulfill that request. Ning Yulan curled her red lips. Our little brother. It's truly charming. Not even 4 sentences were spoken, and thus conquered this one. The dream of 20 million men in the capital city, the dream of 20 million men in the capital city. Fang Mo trembled. Immediately understood Ning Yulan's meaning. She is the dream of 20 million men in Jiangcheng, at the He family's residence, is in the capital city, equally high in rank and power, equally fair-skinned and beautiful, equally versatile. Isn't Miss He just? Is it a dream of 20 million men in the capital? However, the single young men in the capital city. It should be more than 20 million. Ning Yulan heard these words, gave a white eye. Is this the focus? Stinky little brother. I want to figure it out. Between myself and Miss He. How many rivals in love are there really? What is it? Actually, I still prefer the dream of 20 million men in Jiangcheng. Fang Mo murmured to himself. I wonder if Ning Yulan heard it. However, the carriage. Brush. It will calm down soon. Promise me one thing. Husband. She calls me husband. Fang Mo was taken aback. This is still Sister Yulan. The first time they were alone together. Call my husband. Fang Mo and Hu Jai both unconsciously rolled their eyes. What? At this moment, Ning Yulan, slowly approaching the entrance of a restaurant. The sunlight is blocked by tall buildings. The parking lot is all illuminated by the light shining on the big tree. Light spots reflected on the cement floor. On the delicate face of Ning Yulan has also taken on a halo. At this time, Ning Yulan. It was like a roll of oil painting. So beautiful. In the next moment, her pig-like lips lifted. In the future, don't let other girls fall for you so easily, okay? unable to strike a chord with someone's heart. We have to be responsible for others. And I just want you to be responsible for me alone. Knock, knock, knock. As the sunlight once again shines through the car window, when it splashed on Ning Yulan's face, the car slowly came to a stop. Fang Mo did not respond to Ning Yulan. I could only speculate about Sister Yulan's thoughts. To be honest, during this time, get along with her determined one's heart. She likes Sister Yulan, but Ning Shi said yesterday. It also touches upon Fang Mo's heart. There is no such thing as love in a wealthy family. Moreover, she is such an outstanding person like Sister Yulan. Most marriages, it's just for a strong alliance. For the Ning family, I have no value at all. So Fang Mo did not know. Sister Yulan treats herself well. It's really because I like her. It's still because of her. Born with a tenderness as soft as water. No matter who becomes her husband, it will be like this. She Fang Mo. It just happened to become this role. Even if he is now Ning Yulan's husband, Fang Mo still felt that he didn't know her well enough. Sister Yulan. Fang Mo glanced at the woman. Ning Yulan met Fang Mo's gaze. The young man pursed his lips. Sister, will we get a divorce? She no longer wants a divorce, even if it's a marriage between two people. It started off absurd and ridiculous. After spending this time together, she suddenly wanted to be married to Ning Yulan for a lifetime. Ning Yulan fell silent for a moment. The beautiful eyes stared fixedly at Fang Mo. Why do you ask that? What's wrong, little brother? Ning Yulan's tone was unusually urgent. Yulan Jai panicked. Fang Mo was startled. She just wanted to ask, what does Yulan think of herself? I didn't expect Ning Yulan to break down so quickly. Sister, don't be afraid. I was just thinking. Do you really like me? Afraid of losing training. I don't want to lose what I don't want to change. I like you. Sister, I like you more than anyone else in the world. Ning Yulan was bitten on the lip by Chai Jing. I only flirt with people I like. Only go shopping with people I like. Only willing to step up to protect the one I love. Sister, I only show affection to those I like. So, sister, I really like you. Same. Marriage is the same. Ning Yulan just wants to marry the person she loves. It is precisely because I like Fang Mo. The crush turned into a love that I couldn't escape from. That's why I pay attention to her movements. Marry her and obtain a marriage certificate. Really like me? Fang Mo's heart tightened. Quickly grabbed Ning Yulan's delicate hand. Sister Yulan, I understand. Get off the car. They should have arrived too. Not going down anymore. Everyone should be getting anxious. Saying this, Fang Mo just wanted to pull his hand out. She felt a bit awkward. Oneself, it's simply using a villain's heart to seize. The belly of a gentleman. Why would you doubt Sister Yulan? At that moment, Ning Yulan, however, exerted herself, holding Fang Mo's palm. The man's body was somewhat rigid. I don't know him. What do you want to do? Only feel Ning Yulan, bright as a torch, fell on the face. Seeing Fang Mo's cheeks flushed, the atmosphere in the carriage. Suddenly I started to doubt you. Ning Yulan's rapid breathing, slapped against Fang Mo's cheek, makes the man feel tingly. She seemed to be afraid. A man can leave you in an instant. Golden branch and jade face. It was just stuck to Fang Mo's face. Younger brother, can I kiss you? Fang Mo was slightly taken aback. The next moment, the youth still hasn't answered. Ning Yulan's passionate lips. I pasted it directly. The fragrance of a woman. Inhaled a breath. Fang Mo opened his eyes wide. I never expected it at all. Sister Yulan at this moment will be so proactive. The lips are slightly cool, accompanied by a hint of fragrant sweetness. Once in Fang Mo's eyes, Ning Yulan seemed like a celestial fairy descending to the mortal realm. Ordinary characters, cold and glamorous, smart, peerless in beauty and talent. Moreover, she is 7 or 8 years older than me. Fang Mo's respect for Ning Yulan, even surpassing some distant relatives. At this moment, this celestial-like woman, just like this, quietly within reach, as if the iceberg has melted, like a clear spring. Rely on yourself, Sister Yulan. Fang Mo opened his mouth. Who knows? A gentle and soft snake with people. It cleverly slipped inside. She completely forgot to breathe. The whole person looks like a silly goose. Let Ning Yulan be sweet. The little snake swims through the mouth. About half a minute later, Ning Yulan blushed and released Fang Mo. This is also her first French kiss. Completely different from Fang Mo, who forgot to breathe. Ning Yulan's breath quickened by who knows how many times. I would. Fang Mo gasped for breath, staring wide-eyed. Ning Yulan's face turned bright red, as if it could squeeze out blood. Well, how to kiss me? You're just holding your breath, huh? Aren't you afraid of suffocating? Next time, remember to breathe. I really don't want to receive a kiss. I kissed my husband away. Fang Mo nodded blankly. At that moment, Ning Yulan suddenly, a, a shark scream. What's wrong? Sister Ning Yulan. Fang Mo quickly looked over. Ning Yulan looked strange. He pointed to the window on Fang Mo's right side. Just see outside. 4 faces. Aunt Kinju smiled and stared at the 2 of them. Isn't that Ning Yulan's 3 close friends? With Lai Heroine. This time silence falls. Suddenly I felt my ears burning hot. When did they arrive? Are you saying that? The scene where the 2 kissed just now. They all saw everything, didn't they? I'm not shy at all as a girl. Dai Sai. What are you shy about? After saying this, Ning Yulan directly opened the car door. He shouted angrily at a few people outside the car. Have you all seen enough? I have never watched adult films. Still haven't seen a man. Why must we stand here watching others kiss? Wu Jiabei smiled darkly, holding the orchid paper, learning from Ning Yulan's gentle tone just now. Younger brother, I really don't want to kiss. Kissed my husband away. Both people in the carriage blushed. Yulan, I didn't expect you. There is also this wild side. We really were quite naive back then. If it weren't for us coughing outside the car, are you 2 really planning to start right here in the carriage? The plan for having a baby. Ning Yulan's face flushed red. Angrily said, Get out of here quickly. All right. Wu Jiabei, don't tease our CEO Ning. She has a thick skin. Teasing doesn't cause any harm. You have to tease her husband. Look at this little guy. The neck is all red. Song Yu teased with a smile. It's not hard to guess. Respond to her. It's also a disdainful glance from Ning Yulan. Got off the car. Fang Mo just realized the uniqueness of this place, especially with Lai Heroine by the side. Chattering sounds. I got. This is not the famous Jiangcheng, that hot spring resort. In the rumors, this is the pinnacle of the hot spring industry. I have never been here. Under normal circumstances, I want to find joy here. However, you need to make a reservation at least 3 days in advance. Only then do we have the chance to book a room. And it's not absolute either. Once bad luck strikes and encounters some. VIP level clients cut in line. I need to make a new appointment again. Lee Heowen was shocked and clicked his tongue. I never expected it at all. Woo-jia was suffering and went out to eat. I can't believe we ended up in this place. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Song Yu-mei's eyes and brows. A flash of smugness passed by. Humility. Smiled. I apologize for the embarrassment. The praise from the outside world is a bit exaggerated. It's just an ordinary hot spring resort. A very ordinary resort. This is the top money-making industry of the Song family. Is this called ordinary too? The annual revenue of this resort alone will be able to crush Jiangcheng, over 80% of company's revenue. This is still ordinary. Could it be? Song Yu, is this your family's place? No way. Is that true? The owner of Song Family Resort. It was right in front of me. Lee Heowen opened his mouth, full of shock. Fang Mo was somewhat surprised. Is this resort really as exaggerated as Lee Heowen said? Got it. At such times, let's stop the mutual flattery in business. There's some bitterness about being homeless. A push from Song Yu, directly pulling Lee Heowen. He walked towards it. Tis, tis, tis. The speed of someone's role immersion. Isn't it a bit too fast? This time, they actually started to feel jealous. It seems that Lai Shao hasn't agreed to be with you yet. Maybe in a couple of days. Lai Shao might also become my little boyfriend. What kind of vinegar are you if you have no home? Song Yu knew. Wu-jia Bei has a good impression of Lee Heowen's face, deliberately provoking him. Hearing these words, without a home, I was filled with anger and anxiety. Song Yu-jiao laughed and ran away. It seems they went to call the manager to arrange accommodation for a few people. Fang Mo and Lee Heowen exchanged glances. Actually wiped the cold sweat from my forehead. The four elegant ladies are together. How to speak? One more outspoken than the other. Very soon, Song Yu brought a few room keys over. Every one, please decide. How to sleep tonight? Upon hearing these words, Lee Heowen was once required to prepare a home, living in the same room with oneself. The woman said, I will discuss with Lee Heowen tonight. Suspicious aspects surrounding Lai Wenhan's car accident. However, what awaited him was, the other girls rolled their eyes mercilessly. Little Wang Ti sighed. What are you thinking about? Aren't we still unclear? Song Yu collected the identification information of several people. Fang Mo received the room card. Gently tugged Nin Yuelan. Sister, aren't we going back tonight? Not going back. Ning Yuelan blinked her beautiful eyes. A sly smile. What? Afraid to share a room with my sister. So the sister had to find the three of them. The conversation isn't over yet. Song Yu's three daughters all despise the crazy white hands. She is a married woman, but we don't want to tempt someone else's husband either. Who would dare to touch Ning's man? The next day, it seems that Ning will crush us any minute now. Upon hearing this, Fang Mo's old face flushed red. Ning Yuelan instantly showed a pitiful expression. With an innocent blank, Fang Mo looked back. In this case, it seems that my sister is being looked down upon. No one wants my sister anymore. So the sister had to sleep outside for a night. Maybe I'll run into a kind-hearted, handsome guy, willing to bring my sister back. Stay overnight for one night. What? Upon hearing this, Fang Mo almost thought. No one ever thought about taking the room card. Don't. I want it. Sister, sleep with me tonight. I sleep on the sofa. You sleep in bed. As soon as these words came out, The other three women displayed an ambiguous expression. The little one has some good thoughts. But this resort's king-size room, there's no sofa for you to sleep on. None of the girls took the initiative to explain to Fang Mo. Someone unaware is still fantasizing. Tonight should just be a little flirty. But there will definitely be a day when the winds come and the waves settle. She absolutely wouldn't expect it. Waiting for her. It's the real storm. At that moment, just finished checking in. Cautiously approached. Well, Fang Mo, you are only 22. It seems like your birthday is coming up this month. Our General Ning plans to. How to celebrate your husband's birthday. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. The gazes of the remaining people all fell upon Ning Yulan. My birthday is coming soon. Are we there yet? Fang Mo also made an effort. Only then did I come back to my senses. The years spent together with Lin Zian. It seemed like she had completely forgotten about her birthday. As each year approaches Lin Zian's birthday, Feng Mo is about to comply with the woman's request. Prepare the cold drinks in advance. 3 months in advance. I need to book a hotel. Then prepare various fresh flowers for her. Pomp and circumstance. It's just this hustle and bustle. The flowers nearly exhausted Fang Mo's entire living expenses. She had no thoughts left to consider her own birthday. Why isn't General Ning speaking? I go, Ning Yulan, you would not know. When is your husband's birthday? At this moment, Song Yuan stared at Ning Yulan without saying a word for a long time. He asked in surprise, Wu Jiabei and Zheng Rong. Everyone turned to look at Ning Yulan. Ning Yulan's once haughty and beautiful face. Suddenly, there was an added touch of awkwardness. She didn't say anything, but the eyes filled with guilt were fixed on Fang Mo. Take the initiative. Shu Shu squeezed the young man's palm. Wu Jiabe noticed that Ning Yulan ever since they got their marriage certificate. Every day is a show of affection. I don't know how jealous I am. Finally caught an opportunity. He snorted coldly. Test, test, test. Our Ning Zong is really too generous, isn't he? I can't believe I don't even know my newlywed husband's birthday. That's it. Still saying it's a secret crush. The story isn't finished yet. Ning Yulan caught onto the keyword crush. The woman was startled. Quickly kicked Wu Jiabe.